let's get into it. Coach Colin here. Charlie Kirk gets the honor of a lifetime. There are not too many people who are big enough, relevant enough, maybe, insufferable, maybe well-liked, whatever it is. South Park, they choose to get on people of all types. And South Park has decided that the coveted spot of Eric Cartman is where Charlie Kirk is going to reside on the show. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Benny Johnson saying congratulations to Charlie Kirk. I think this is an honor. He's saying this is the greatest honor pop culture can bestow upon you. Honestly, 10 years ago, it would have been The Simpsons. Nowadays, it's definitely South Park. And it's just, look at the picture. It's perfect. Guy with glasses. There's a guy with glasses behind him. He's pointing. It's perfect. This is going to be hilarious. And there's so many people for some reason on the left who are like, oh, Charlie Kirk doesn't know. Like, this is not an honor. They're going to be making fun of him. And a bunch of people on the right are just like, who cares? It's South Park. It's a cartoon. Like, they're going to make fun of him relentlessly. They're going to put him in a bad light. They're going to do it in a genius way. And it's going to be amazing. And then he's going to fade away because it's Cartman. Cartman's not going to stay Charlie Kirk for too long, but it's hilarious. Here, let me play a little bit for you here. Here's a little bit of it.
You can just shut up, baby, because you hate America and you love abortion. You can just
So that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be doing exactly what Charlie Kirk does in his videos. And he's just going to be cutting up everybody. It's going to be hilarious. Oh, man. This is actually an incredible honor. Now, I don't care what anybody says. Like, I get it. They're going to make fun of him. They made fun of Trump, too. And it was hilarious. I mean, come on. It's wild what they're doing with Trump. And they're even doing it so Trump is mirroring Saddam Hussein. And they might even go with a timeline where Saddam Hussein has been reincarnated into Trump. It's like they have license to do such creative, wild, ridiculous things. They might just end up doing that with Trump. But either way, it's hilarious. I don't take offense to it when I see it. Do you know how pumped I would be if South Park had some character and like made fun of me with Joe Rogan? Like, I start kissing the poster and say, I love you, Joe, I love you. It would be amazing. I'd be so happy. I would record the episode. I would keep it. I'd make sure I always had it. Like, oh man, I would voice the character for them if they wanted me to. I would do anything. I'd be like, whatever you guys need, I'll do voiceover. I'll do voiceover right here in my studio. Whatever you want me to come out to wherever you guys are, okay, I'll be there. I would be pumped to have that happening. But even bigger honor to be Eric Cartman. To be Eric Cartman, he's gonna be like, you guys don't know what you guys are doing. It's gonna be wild. The things he's gonna say.
Shut up, baby, because you hate America and you love abortion.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious. Look at that. That's perfect. Look at this. Right there. Guy with the glasses. Pointing. It's just going to be so perfect. Charlie Kirk even went as far as to say, you know what? He changed his profile picture to Cartman. Wild. Knows how to take a joke, obviously. And listen, what else are you going to do when it comes to South Park? You're going to not take a joke? Like, what are you going to do? You're going to try and sue South Park? Your imaginary cartoon character is being just like I am. Okay. Like, there's nothing that you can do. You have to take the joke. I don't know, man. I would love it, personally. Here, listen to this.
Considered a sign of respect or not, it just shows that Charlie's actually really, hit a chord with pop culture.
Yeah. Charlie is in fact older than South Park. I didn't realize. He's 31. Oh yeah. What? I thought he was in his late 20s.
But it's a great point, because in politics, I'm a messaging guy, right, a media guy. In politics, to be ignored is death, right? So being attacked can be very powerful, and it's smart of Charlie, by the way, to embrace it, to say, heck yes, yeah, I'm Cartman, I'll make it my profile pic, run toward it, and revel in it.
That's why I say this is cultural victory.
Yeah.
The fact that for the longest time they were heavily criticizing independent media or just treating it as irrelevant. They were trying to just act like it was all corporate press. Now they're starting to recognize the real threat to their system is Charlie Kirk. It's independent media. And so the guys here are telling me that we're going to be made fun of by them at some point. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know that we're that relevant.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Goals.
Yeah.
But I did always wonder about that because, watching Family Guy or South Park or these other shows, they don't really talk about Rogan, right? Clearly one of the most influential guys, if not one of the most influential in politics, whether that's intention or not. They don't make it the butt of their jokes. They still talk about late night TV. It's funny when you watch these shows and they'll make fun of Colbert or Kimmel, and it's like those guys get a couple 100,000 hits. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, we'll see, I guess.
I think he's right. I think it is a cultural victory, honestly, because back in the day, they're completely right. Yeah, they would cover Colbert. They would do Leno. Conan O'Brien, I'm pretty sure, has been on South Park as well. And when it came to newscasters, when it came to who actually moved the needle politically, they would focus on someone like Joe Scarborough, Anderson Cooper. They would focus on Obama. Man, it is a cultural victory. It shows that Charlie Kirk has become the face of the young conservative movement. And, I can't wait to see what they do. I hope it is absolutely hilarious. I hope they make fun of him relentlessly. I hope it's crazy. Here's where I think it's going to go, honestly. I think Eric Cartman is going to be like Charlie Kirk, and he's going to realize that he's a hardcore conservative, and that's how it's going to be. And then he's going to have to realize that he is like Charlie in the sense of being an evangelical Christian, and being that, you have to be very supportive of a place in the Middle East. There's a certain place you have to be supportive of, and we all know Cartman's past with his friend. You know what I mean? And once he realizes that he has to embrace that and his friend in that way, then he's going to say being conservative is gay, and he's going to move away from it. I guaranteed that's how it's going to go. It's going to be something of that nature. He's going to run into that, because you're not going to see Cartman all of a sudden embracing, which friend was it? Kyle. He's not going to be embracing Kyle. He's always hated Kyle, right? I mean, if you watch South Park, you know what I'm talking about. You know the songs that Cartman's come up with. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to get to that point where he realizes he has to embrace that, and he's going to be like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I think that's what's going to happen. I can't wait to see it. Charlie Kirk, man, really making strides here. I think this is going to be an epic episode. I think it's going to be an epic season. I mean, if they're taking shots at podcasters, if they're taking shots at conservatives, there's a lot of material to work with. I mean, there just is. Now, one thing that people pointed out, this guy Joey Salads actually, he pointed out, is that they made fun of Obama. They've made fun of Trump relentlessly. George Bush Jr., I believe, didn't make fun of Biden. Made sure the whole time not to do anything on Biden, which I find very, very odd. They didn't make fun of Biden. There's so much material there. So much. Between him and Kamala, there's so much material. Right? Like, who's really running the country? They could have had a whole arc on that. So, a lot of people are kind of pointing that out. But, a lot of people on the left are thinking that people on the right, I try to avoid doing this, but I even had an argument with someone on Reddit. I'm like, the conservative movement is not going to flip out on South Park. Like, that's not going to happen as a whole. There might be a few that are just like diehard and they're like, don't talk about Trump in any kind of way. There's going to be a few like that. But for the most part, people grew up on South Park. Like Charlie's like Tim said, he's not even old. He's older than South Park. He's 31. He grew up on South Park the same way I did. It came out when I was a little kid. I've been watching it since I was a little kid. Everybody from 40 years old down to 25 years old been watching this stuff forever, and we've all just come to accept it, that every part of society except for Joe Biden is going to get made fun of by South Park. Doesn't matter. Elon, Kanye, Tupac, black, white, Asian, everybody's getting it. Jewish, Christian, everybody's getting it. Santa Claus, everybody's getting it. Everybody. We've all grown to accept that. So I've been hearing a lot of people like, oh man, the right is melting down over South Park and what they said about Trump. I don't see it anywhere. I'll be honest. I'm not seeing it. And especially now that I see this from Charlie Kirk, I'm like the guy changed his profile picture. I'm like, oh, come on. That's it. Yeah. You guys can continue to melt down over Sydney Sweeney talking about how she has good genes while she's wearing jeans and talking about how that's Nazi propaganda. You guys can flip out over that. We're all just going to watch this in awe and think it's absolutely hilarious. That's all that's going to be going on. But anyways, just wanted to bring that up. I'm out of here.